Have you ever wondered what would happen if Tamayo, our favorite demon doctor, turned all the Hashira into demons right before the final battle against Muzan? Will they just easily destroy every upper moon and win the final battle without any problem? Let's find out! First, let's talk about Tamayo and why she's such a standout character. Tamayo is a demon, but unlike most of her kind, she's not on Muzan's side. In fact, she despises Muzan Kibutsuji, the Demon King, and dedicates her life to bringing him down. First off, Tamayo had been around for over 200 years, which means she's seen a lot. She's incredibly knowledgeable about demon physiology and medicine. One of her most impressive feats is developing a drug that can transform demons back into humans. Remember that intense moment when Nezuko almost turned back into a human? Yeah, that was Tamayo's doing. Her motives are clear and personal. Muzan turned her into a demon against her will, causing immense suffering to her and her entire family. Since then, she's been driven by a desire for revenge and a quest to find a cure for demonization. She's not just fighting for herself, but for all those who have been wronged by Muzan. Tamayo's abilities are no joke. She can manipulate her own blood to create powerful spells and drugs. One of her most notable techniques is her blood bewitchment, which allows her to control other demons to some extent and disrupt Muzan's control over them. This was crucial in weakening Muzan during their final confrontation. Tamayo, with her unparalleled medical and demonic knowledge, has been working on a revolutionary method. This isn't just a random idea she cooked up overnight. It's a result of years of research and experimentation. Tamayo's plan hinges on a unique combination of her blood bewitchment and the anti-demon drug she's developed. In the manga, we see her create a drug to weaken Muzan by accelerating his cell division, making it harder for him to regenerate. Building on this, Tamayo crafts a new concoction that merges the best of both worlds, the strength and regenerative abilities of demons, with the mental clarity and moral compass of humans. Strategically, this move is a game changer. The Hashira, though incredibly powerful, are still human and vulnerable to Muzan's overwhelming strength and speed. By transforming them into demons, Tamayo aims to level the playing field. They'd gain superhuman strength, rapid healing, and heightened senses, giving them a fighting chance against Muzan and his upper moons. Tamayo's decision is also driven by desperation. The final battle is looming, and Muzan has proven time and again to be an almost invincible foe. The usual strategies and techniques might not be enough to take him down. This transformation is a last-ditch effort to change the tide of battle, a bold move that could either lead to their ultimate victory or a catastrophic failure. Now let's talk about the immediate reactions from the characters. Tanjiro, the ever-empathetic hero, is initially horrified. He's seen firsthand the horrors of demonization, with his sister Nezuko being a prime example. He confronts Tamayo, worried that the Hashira might lose themselves to their new demonic nature. However, Tamayo reassures him with her calm and confident demeanor. She explains that this transformation is different. It's controlled, and the Hashira will retain their human hearts and minds. Nezuko, who has struggled with her own demon nature, feels a strange mix of hope and fear. Seeing the Hashira, whom she deeply respects, undergo this change and still maintain their humanity gives her a sense of possibility. If they can harness their demonic powers for good, maybe there's hope for her too. The Hashira themselves have varied reactions. Giyu Tomioka, the stoic water Hashira, initially doubts the necessity of the transformation. He values control and discipline, and fears losing his humanity. However, understanding the dire situation, he agrees, seeing it as a necessary evil. Sanemi Shinazugawa, the hot-headed wind Hashira, is outright furious at first. He has a deep-seated hatred for demons, which is rooted in his traumatic past. However, his fierce determination to defeat Muzan and protect humanity makes him begrudgingly accept the transformation. Mitsuri Kanroji, the love Hashira, is conflicted. Her heart and love for her comrades make her worry about the consequences, but her desire to protect everyone she loves gives her the courage to undergo the change. Obanai Iguro, the serpent Hashira, is suspicious and cautious. He questions Tamayo thoroughly, but his trust in his fellow Hashira and his secret love for Mitsuri drive him to take the leap. Gyomei Himejima, the stone Hashira, remains calm and composed. His deep spiritual faith makes him ponder the ethical implications, but his sense of duty and commitment to the cause prevails. Muichiro Tokito, the mist Hashira, is indifferent at first, seemingly detached from the gravity of the situation. However, his latent memories and sense of responsibility eventually compel him to agree. Shinobu Kocho, the insect Hashira, is analytical and practical. She quickly sees the potential strategic advantage and trusts Tamayo's expertise, though she harbors some resentment and distrust toward demons. As the Hashira adjust to their new forms, they realize the extent of their powers. They train rigorously to harness their new abilities, pushing their limits to prepare for the ultimate showdown showdown with Muzan. First off, as demons, the Hashira would gain superhuman strength, speed, and regenerative abilities. These enhancements are well documented in the manga, where we see demons like Akaza and Kokushibo showcasing immense power and durability. Imagine Gyu Tomioka, the water Hashira, moving at lightning speed. His water-breathing techniques becoming even more fluid and deadly. He'd be like a literal tsunami on the battlefield. Let's break it down further. Gyu Tomioka, water Hashira. Gyu's water-breathing techniques would become even more formidable. Picture him performing 11th form Dead Calm with such precision and speed that it creates a vortex, sucking in and annihilating weaker demons instantly. His stoic demeanor would barely change, but he might occasionally freak out over his sudden craving for blood. Not a good look for someone who loves calm and control. Sanemi Shinazugawa, Wind Hashira. Sanemi's wind-breathing techniques would be enhanced by his new demon abilities, making his attacks as sharp as blades and as fast as hurricanes. Imagine his 7th form, Gale Sudden Gusts, amplified to the point where it can slice through Muzan's toughest defenses. Sanemi, known for his fierce hatred of demons, would find it darkly ironic and probably hilarious in a twisted way that now he craves demon blood. Maybe he starts grumbling about wanting to rip apart Muzan instead of his usual favorite dishes. Mitsuri Kanroji, Love Hashira. Mitsuri's love breathing would become even more dynamic. Her 5th form, Swaying Love Wild Claw, would be supercharged, with her attacks moving so fast they leave trails of pink energy in the air. Her already immense strength would be off the charts, allowing her to crush demons with ease. Mitsuri's bubbly personality might lead to some funny moments, like her gushing over the strength she feels while trying to resist the urge to taste test her opponents. Obanai Iguro, Serpent Hashira. Obanai's serpent breathing would gain an even more serpentine quality. His 8th form, Hebi's Bite, could be so swift and venomous that it paralyzes opponents instantly. Obanai, always cautious and secretive, might find it amusingly annoying that his new demon nature gives him a literal thirst for blood. Picture him muttering about wanting to coil around Muzan and squeeze the life out of him, instead of his usual sneaky attacks. Gyomei Himejima, Stone Hashira. Gyomei's stone-breathing techniques would become even more formidable. His 3rd form, Stone Skin, would turn his body into an almost impenetrable fortress. Gyomei, with his immense spiritual strength, might not react too dramatically to his transformation, but he'd definitely have some hilarious internal debates about his sudden, unwanted dietary changes. Muichiro Tokito, Mist Hashira. Muichiro's mist breathing would become ethereal and even harder to counter. His 7th form, Obscuring Clouds, would turn him into a ghostly presence, striking fear into the hearts of demons. His usual aloofness would barely change, but he might find it quietly amusing how his enhanced senses make everything around him so vivid, yet all he wants is to hunt down Muzan. Shinobu Kocho, Insect Hashira. Shinobu's insect breathing, combined with her expertise in poisons, would become nightmarish for her enemies. Her true poison breathing could paralyze and disintegrate demons upon contact. Shinobu, always cheerful yet deadly, might joke about her newfound thirst for demon blood, turning it into a twisted part of her combat strategy. As the Hashira adjust to their new forms, their training becomes a mix of serious preparation and humorous adjustments. Picture Tanjiro staying focused while Sanemi complains about his new diet, or Mitsuri accidentally crushing training dummies because she doesn't know her own strength. Let's reimagine some final battle scenes with some Hashiras. Muichiro Tokito, the Mist Hashira, becomes a ghostly figure on the battlefield. His 7th form, Obscuring Clouds, turns him into an almost invisible force, striking Muzan from all directions. Muichiro's usually detached expression shows a rare focus. He thinks of his lost memories now clearer than ever, and fights with a renewed purpose. "This is for my family," he whispers. And for Sanemi Shinazugawa, the Wind Hashira follows with a furious assault. His 7th form, Gale Sudden Gusts, is amplified, creating blades of wind so sharp they cut through Muzan's defenses. Sanemi's eyes glow with a mix of rage and exhilaration. He yells, "I'll tear you apart, Muzan!" His usual hatred for demons is now directed entirely at Muzan, turning his fury into a powerful weapon. Now let's go into the aftermath of the battle. With Tamayo gone, the hope of reverting to their human form seems bleak. However, Yushiro, Tamayo's loyal assistant, remains alive. Yushiro has a deep understanding of Tamayo's research and her techniques. He becomes the key figure in attempting to find a cure. Working alongside the brightest minds in the Demon Slayer Corps, such as the remnants of the Butterfly Mansion's medical team, they strive to continue Tamayo's legacy. The process would be long and uncertain, filled with trials and errors. But there's a glimmer of hope. With their transformation into demons, the Hashira gain superhuman strength, speed, and regenerative abilities. Their breathing styles are now enhanced by their demonic powers, making them even more formidable. But with this power comes the psychological turmoil of battling their own demonic urges. And due to their transformation into demons, key characters who died in the final battle against Muzan survive. The public, unaware of the existence of demons and demon slayers, remains blissfully ignorant of the battles that took place in the shadows. However, for the Hashira and other transformed characters, Their demonic nature complicates their ability to reintegrate into society. They have to hide their true nature, as revealing it could cause panic and mistrust. The Hashira's continued fight against any remaining demons while seeking a cure for themselves shows that even those who have been tainted by darkness can strive for the light. So there you have it. We explored the fascinating what-if scenario of the Hashira being turned into demons before the final battle against Muzan. This transformation not only gives them incredible powers, but also spares key characters like Mitsuri, Muichiro, and Genya from their tragic fates. What do you think? Could the Hashira find acceptance and possibly a cure? Let us know in the comments. Are you curious about the strongest characters in Demon Slayer? Well, that's the subject of this other cool video. Click on this link to see other cool anime videos. Go ahead, click it!